Hello everybody, my name is Amanda and this is the Strawberry Moon Homestead. If you have not been here before, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Here at the homestead, I show you how I do suburban permaculture homesteading. I show you all my homesteading methods, and I also go over a lot of frugality and frugal shopping. We are also putting in an off-grid homestead up north. We will be going back up there in the spring, so hang on if you want to see more of those videos. So 2022 has been really hard on a lot of people, and we have really had to cut back on all of our budgets. So for 2023, I am going to show you my list of side hustles so that you can make more money on your homestead this year. So my number one side hustle for the homestead, even if you are a suburban homesteader like me, you can make money selling livestock. What do I mean by that on a suburban homestead? I mean rabbits, possibly even chickens if your jurisdiction allows that. So for me, I had rabbits. We did meat rabbits and I sold them as pets. I sold them as breeding stock. I sold them as grow outs. And I also sold pre-butchered rabbit to people who didn't want to have to look after it themselves. You can also take that a step further by tanning your own hides and selling them as well. I have tanned my own hides in the past, but I haven't sold them. I have kept them for personal use. So not livestock related, but I have bred my dog. So we have a German short-haired pointer, and I bred her just in October, and we just got finished selling her puppies and sending them to some really wonderful homes. This was a fabulous experience. My kids really enjoyed seeing the whole process of birth to growing out those puppies and having a lot of rambunctious puppies around, and then selling them and sending them to some really fabulous homes. Now, German short-haired pointers are a hunting dog, and we sold those puppies. The majority of them went to hunting families where I know that they are going to have a good life. So that is another side hustle, but make sure you do it in a very ethical and humane way, that you are finding the best homes for your dogs if you decide to breed. Another side hustle that you can do, especially if you are in suburbia or in an urban setting, you can do dog walking. So dog walking, typically you can make $20 an hour, but that is like the cheapest rate. You can also go up, I have seen, to $50 an hour. So get a couple of dog walking positions and you can make a good $100, $200 in a day just by walking those people's dogs. If you have the room, tip number 3 is to have a kennel or a pet sitting business. So again, I can't do this in town, but if you are in the country, you can open up your own kennel and have space where you can take in dogs while their parents are on vacation, and you can make a lot of extra money doing this. Number 5 is to make dog treats. So I know this is a lot of dog related. You can also branch out and do other treats for other pets as well. But for me, I focus on dog treats. I have my own dogs, so I make treats for them, and you just make a little extra and you can sell them on the side. And that's just another way to make a little extra money. Getting away from dogs, you can also sell chicken eggs. If you happen to have chickens and you have extra eggs, you can sell those eggs to your neighbors or to anybody in town or to your family and friends. We normally give our eggs away, but I have sold them in the past. I have also sold quail eggs. Quail are a tiny little bird that you can have in an urban setting. They are very quiet. They are perfect if you live in town. And those eggs sell for even more than chicken eggs. So you can sell them probably, I think they're going at $8 a dozen in this area at this time. We used to have quail. Unfortunately, they were taken out by a raccoon, so we no longer do have those quails. But if you are in town and you are looking for a suburban or urban homestead option for a bird and eggs that you can eat yourself and sell, quail is a great option. Also, if you have chickens, go ahead and see if you can sell those eggs. If you happen to have the rare birds with the colorful eggs, those eggs also sell for more, especially if they are fertilized, and you can sell these eggs to be hatched out by other people. Another great side hustle is selling extra produce. So if you are in the middle of harvest season and you have a glut of extra produce, you can go online, go on Facebook Marketplace and put that up there, and you will have people at your door in minutes. People love to have the extra produce. I have made a good couple $100 selling extra produce just on my suburban lot, while also keeping a lot for ourselves as well. It is a great option at making extra money. In this vein, you can also sell extra seedlings. If you are starting seedlings for yourself anyways, go ahead and start a few extra. I have done this and it helps to pull in just an extra couple $100 in the spring, and it is very little extra work on your part. So I normally do organic heirloom varieties which sell for a little bit more, and you can sell those to anybody in town. Again, throw it on Facebook Marketplace, put it on Kijiji or your local buy and sell page, and you will have people coming around and buying those plants up for a good extra amount of money in the spring. Next on my list is to propagate your own plants and sell them. Two plants that propagate and sell really well are grapes and elderberries. They are so easy to do. So you have to prune these plants anyways. I can do a whole extra video on this in the spring when I am doing it myself. But you have to trim these plants anyways. So you trim them a certain length. You can use root starter or just stick them in soil or stick them in water, and these roots will grow so easily, and you can sell those plants. If they are nice and well looked after, you can get $5 to $10 per plant. I did this myself in the spring. It helped to bring in an extra couple $100, which was just awesome. Every little bit counts, right? So every time you do one of these side hustles, if you put it all together throughout the year, you can make a good extra amount of money, which is so useful. My next side hustle is homemade soap. So this actually works really well if you have your own lard or if you have your own oil base. So a lot of people will get their own lard from their animals or from when they hunt deer, and they can make, or even tallow, and they can make their own candles and their own soaps. I don't personally do this. I do not have a source for my own lard, so I have store-bought lard that I make my own soap. I also make olive oil soap. I will be doing a video on this soon, so make sure you stick around because I will be doing that video in the next coming weeks, and I will show you exactly how to make a nice olive oil based soap. Soap is super easy to make, and you can make a nice profit on it. You can sell it on Etsy, or you can also go on your local buy and sell page and put your soaps up there. People love the local handmade soaps. Number 11 are homemade tinctures, balms, and teas. You can grow your own chamomile, your own herbs, everything that you need to make these products. If you are good at herbalism, you can make your own tinctures and sell them, and you can make your own teas. I am also working on my own balm made from comfrey and plantain to help those itches and scratches. Again, I will be putting a video up of me making that balm in the future, so if you would like to stick around to see that. And again, another one is homemade bath salts and lotions. Anything to do with the bathroom, you can pretty much make those lotions, those bath salts. You can make shampoo, again, soaps, that sort of thing. All of those things sell really well, especially if you are heading into Mother's Day, Christmas, even Easter. I have sold stuff at that time. You can make your own bath bombs, especially kids love those. So make your own bath bombs, sell them at Easter for Easter baskets. Great side hustle. So you can also do your homemade baking or canning. Now I know this is a little different in different jurisdictions, whether this is actually allowable. So you do need to look into that to make sure that that is okay where you are. But in a lot of different places, you can sell homemade bread, sourdough bread, artisan bread. If you are good at that, people love that stuff and they will come and pick that up. You can also do your homemade canning, and as long as you are safe with it, and again, different jurisdictions have different rules on this, so you need to check that out. But that is a side hustle for you to consider if that works for you in your area. So you can also do homemade crafts, especially if that is seasonally, with the things that you can get on your property. So you can do homemade wreaths. You can do different arrangements, like evergreen arrangements for Christmas, that if you have evergreens on your property and you can pick those yourself, that is wonderful. And then you can just sell that at pretty much no extra cost to yourself. For the fall, I have grown corn before, especially the native variety of corn. They get really tall, and you can sell those corn stalks in the fall. You can also make wreaths out of the corn husks themselves. If you do grow the native variety of corn, you can sell that as well. That goes along with selling your extra produce. Number 14, if you have the space, you can rent out a piece of your house or some space on your property. For us, we were able to separate our house in two and rent out that other half, and that is a great side hustle if you are able to pull that off. Another great side hustle is compost. So you can sell compost or manure from your animals. We have rabbits. We are able to sell a lot of rabbit manure. It is amazing for the garden, so it sells really well. If you have the compost and you have the manure, look into being able to sell that to gardeners in your area, and that is another way to bring in some extra money. Lastly, you can sell your expertise. Do a course, do a video. Show other people what you do and how to do it so that they can also learn. You can write up a whole course and sell it on Udemy, or there's a couple other sites that you can sell it on. That is a great way to earn some extra money by showing other people how to do things that they want to do. Anyways, those are my side hustles for 2023. There are a lot more. These are very much based on homesteading. If you have a homestead, if you have any of these things, you can definitely look into doing those side hustles for 2023 and bring in some extra cash. That is it for me for now, and I will talk to you guys later.